back on MorningLine. Tim Takis. Interesting conversation.
Man, I got wound up there.
Well, it's kind of cool. No, I like it. You know what's interesting, Tim? With regular guests like you, and we've been doing this for years now, it's just so darn comfortable being on set. I even forget the cameras are on. And I like asking, and you're very comfortable, and as we get back, it's just an interesting conversation. I enjoy it.
Thank you.
And I hope the viewers are taking something from it.
Exactly. And I hope it's like somewhere relevant.
Oh, I think
not
it
like,
is.
You know, we can talk about colonization on the moon,
no,
but that's really not relevant.
Not at the moment, anyway.
People,
not yet, anyway. Let's go to Liz. Liz, good morning.
Okay.
Hi, Liz.
Good morning. I have a couple questions.
Sure.
First, I want to say I like elder attorney's bow tie.
Thank you.
It's cool. Thank you. I like it. He's always looking sharp.
Yep, I know. I've got a few questions.
Okay.
My mother is a widow. She wants to disperse some money to the children.
Okay.
4 children. Is there a cap on the amount without penalties that she can do that? I think her financial advisor told her she could only give so much money. I believe it was $10,000 maybe.
Okay.
Without like a tax penalty.
Okay. Well. Okay. The short answer to that question is
Yeah, give her the short, and then we'll let her ask her follow-up.
The short is that there is no cap. You can give as much away as you want. Now, there may be consequences if you do that. So,
but I was asking about what are the consequences.
Right. So, if you give away more than $14,000 a year per donee, then you have to file a federal gift tax return.
I understand. Okay.
Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you have to pay gift tax, because you can give away up to $1 million.
All right.
Without paying a federal gift tax.
But you have to file if it's over $14,000.
And if you let's say that Mom makes a $20,000 gift to Liz, then $14,000 of it does not chip away at her $1 million exemption, but $6,000 of it does.
Okay. And by the way, Liz wouldn't have to pay taxes on that.
No,
right?
she doesn't have to pay.
Okay, Liz, what was your other question, or did that help? Go ahead.
You did, but I mean, like if she wants to give each child $5,000.
Oh yeah, go ahead and do it. Now, the main thing, what I think about is that there are a lot of reasons to give. If Liz's mom is wanting to give money away so the nursing home won't get it someday, then that.
She's got Tricare Prime. I mean, I believe she's pretty fit.
Okay, see, then what that means is that starts the 5-year Medicaid look-back period. Okay.
All right.
Now, for people that, let's say Liz's mom has $800,000 or something, or $700,000, and she gives $5,000 to her 4 children. Maybe, and she's in good health, and let's say, and then suddenly she goes into the nursing home 3 years from now, we would probably argue that that she didn't make that gift to save the money from the nursing home, because otherwise she'd have given it all away.
Yeah, she didn't know. So that's not going to be triggering a look
and
back.
so there are rules about that as well. Is that were you trying to give this money away so the nursing home wouldn't?
Yeah, but you believe, Liz, she's in good shape and it's going to be around a while.
Yeah,
And
I always say
I'm not concerned about the money, but that's what she wants to do every year for Christmas.
Well, that's very nice.
Would the whole $20,000 be considered one gift, or would it be?
No, it's per donee against the $14,000 annual gift exclusion.
So she would be okay on that one.
Yeah, she's fine with that.
Okay. My other question is this: I'm married. I don't know if Kentucky. I'm in Hopkinsville, and I don't know if many laws are different here versus Tennessee. But I've been married 8 years. My second marriage. My husband has nobody else, just me. He has never been married before. The house we've never deeded into my name.
Okay.
He's 12 years older than me. If something were to happen to him, would the house automatically go to me, or do we need to go redeed it?
Well, in Tennessee, if your husband died before you did and he had no children, then it would go to he would go to his spouse.
Okay, so 100%. You're not sure about Kentucky then?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know that. That's the.
So what she should do.
But needless to say is that the two of them needs to go and get their estate planning done.
Yeah.
So that they don't have any question about that.
Yeah, we don't have any children together or anything like that. It's just us. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well, you answered my question.
So do you have children?
I have a child who's an adult.
Okay. So that's where you need to start thinking about protecting your child as well as yourself.
Yes. Like if something were to happen to me and
Yeah.
you got it. Then everything, then some of it goes to your spouse, and some of it goes to your daughter or son, and and then who knows what happens after that. So.
All right. Well, you've been really helpful.
Hey, thank you. Good
All right,
questions.
thank you.
It's just these people know what they're up to. I like the question. She's on the right course on that. That's interesting how that all works out.
Right.
Just to make sure she goes and checks with someone in Kentucky, because the law is different. It's probably the same as here, but don't take
Very
any
likely,
chances.
don't take any chances.
Don't take chances. Let's go. Let's see.
Don't take the word of this commentator over here, the bloviator over here.
Well,
right?
look, now you would know for Tennessee, but you're smart enough to say, hey, double check in
That's
Kentucky.
true.
Let's go to Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hey, I know there's no inheritance tax in the state of Tennessee, but my dad left me some property in Florida, and there's like a Homestead Act where you have to live in it, you got to pay taxes, some stuff like that. I think you know about that. Also, the second thing I want to ask about was what is the federal inheritance tax? Now, there is no federal inheritance tax on property, like if you just want to mow a house down, but if he leaves you a bunch of money.
No, there's federal estate tax on the value of your estate at your death.
Okay, value of your estate, whether it's cash, property, anything.
Right.
Federal.
Right. And it could even include life insurance policies. So let's say Daddy owned a $1 million life insurance policy. Let's say it was a term policy.
Okay.
Okay, and he died, and he named son or daughter or somebody else as the beneficiary of that. Because Daddy could have named his estate as the beneficiary, it's a $1 million part of his estate.
So when that is cashed in, they will tax that $1 million before they pass it on to the.
They will look at that as so if his total of his estate, I believe for federal purposes, someone's going to call in and correct me on this. I think it's $5.45 million or something.
Okay.
You can leave tax without paying a federal estate tax if you are married. Or let's say you're widowed and your spouse did not use her credit, 5.45, then you can get her credit as well.
Okay.
His or her credit as well. So it could literally be almost $11 million.
So some states don't have it, but there is a federal
There is a federal,
inheritance.
and it sounds like for. Is that Rick? Is that?
Yeah, that was Brian.
Brian, that was Brian. It sounds like for Brian that since there's real estate in Florida, then there may be a probate in Florida. But unless his father lived in Florida, I don't know. That's where he might need. What I think about is if his father lived here in Tennessee, and then there was a property in Florida, that's one thing. But if his father lived in Florida, then presumably, obviously, the laws of inheritance in Florida would apply.
Check that. Let's see if we can just. Dorothy, we only have about a minute. Do you have a quick question, Dorothy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
My husband and I have separated. Yet next year we'll be married 50 years. And 7 years ago, I found out that he had 2 outside children.
Okay.
Not with me, but
somebody else.
2 different women.
Right.
Now, we live in a home, and it's about 2 years from now, it'll be totally paid for. If something happens to him, do I have to share?
Okay, Dorothy, if the property, do you and your husband own it as husband and wife?
Yes.
Okay, if he dies, it's automatically yours. You don't have to share it with his kids.
Oh, thank you very much.
There you go.
Okay.
You got right to the heart of that.
I knew that's what.
Very
that's
nice.
Where she was
that's where she was going. Nice job, and that puts her at ease. Good for her. Good call, and I'm glad that helped her. Real quick, we just got a minute. Just wanted to remind folks: Medicare open enrollment this month. Is it? Is it October?
Starts this month.
Okay.
Everybody. Remember, you don't have to do anything. And I know News Channel 5 will be doing stories on this.
We'll do a story on it as time comes up. Sure.
But remember is that you don't have, if you like the plan that you're in,
right?
Then you don't need to change your Medicare Part D.
You can go in there, surf around, and look and see if there's maybe a better plan for you.
Absolutely. Get your Medicare, get your drug list together.
Yeah.
Go on Medicare.gov. Start doing.
Mix and match and see. Or if you think you've been put on a new drug since the last one and you want to check.
Exactly.
You might be able. Many times people do find better deals.
That's right. They can find a better deal.
And the window of that is it starts.
So I think it's October 15 to December 7 or 8, something like that.
Okay, and that's this time every year. You got to do it then, and then otherwise you're stuck with the one you had.
That's right.
Is that exactly how that
And then you
works?
can wait till next year. Right.
Remind folks where you're at, Tim.
Okay, I'm 201 Walton Ferry Road in Hendersonville. You can find me, call me at, there we go, 615-824-2571. And you can always go to our website or put my name into your favorite internet search engine.
It'll pop
and I'll
up.
probably come right up on the first page, hopefully.
And if you go in there, you'll always be greeted with a cup of coffee?
Absolutely.
Will there be coffee?
No,
Will there
not on the web.
Any
If
baked
you come
goods?
to our office.
Any baked goods from Lynn?
Maybe.
Once
if
in
she's
a blue
made
moon.
some, yeah.
That alone is worth the trip.
And if you call our office, I just want to say this, even if we can't help you, we want to make sure that if you call, you know, if you have a question about something, we send you to some other lawyer or state or whatever it is. You know, we're gonna try to help you if you call
if it doesn't match exactly your expertise. As long as you've been around, you have a network of colleagues that you can refer.
Yes.
Tim, you're great.
Thank you very much.
It's always good to see you. Give my best to your wife.
I will.
See you again in a few weeks, all right?
Absolutely.
Take a break. Be back with more to wrap things up. Programming note about tomorrow right after this. Stay with us.